Hello, Scoop Reacts. It's Scoop Reacts with another reaction. Low key sounded like E40. Anyways, white supremacists are begging black Americans for this? Shout out to O'Shea Duke, motherfucking Jackson. My motherfucking guy. Let's jump right into it. Let's see what's going on with this video, man.
In July 2025, a very popular white supremacist by the name of Eric Orwell got an interview on TMZ. The reason why he got that interview is because he was a part of this brand new settlement called Return to the Land, also known as RTTL. Return to the Land project was white people who were buying land in remote areas of Arkansas and Missouri, and they were building all white settlements. And so again,
a little bit of an extraction. I like this. I like the distancing yourself from everybody else. You know, usually when you have a lot of distance between white folks and a large minority of people, you know, she's pretty decent. It's pretty well.
He was involved.
We can coexist in distance. Okay, that's cool.
They found out that he was the leader of it. He was invited to talk about it. Yeah. They asked him a very important question.
So, first of all, explain the premise. Why a white-only community?
Here he respond with this.
Well, many white Americans do value their European heritage, and we don't think there's anything wrong with that. Many also are afraid that our identity is under threat from mass immigration.
Damn. I mean, if that's the case, if you are under the threat of mass immigration, that just means that your women are having sex with people that's not white. That's the only time that it's a real threat.
One of the things that he said in this particular interview was that the Caucasian or the European history or culture was under threat. Now, obviously, most white supremacists like Eric Orwell are anti-Semitic, and almost all of them are anti-black. So
anti-Semitic as in like anti-Jewish? That's not Semitic. Let's get it right. Semitic people are from the Middle East. Jewish people are a mix of Europeans. So if you're talking about anti-Semites, you better be talking about the real Semitic people, not the people that are masked and trying to disguise themselves as the Semitic people. Anti-Semitism is a widely known thing. The term is used incorrectly on purpose. The people that are from the Middle East are Arabic people, people who speak the Arab language. The Arabic languages are the Semitic people, not the Jewish people that speak Yiddish with an accent. Yiddish is European, okay? Not Yiddish, not Hebrew, Yiddish, Hebrew. Because Yiddish Hebrew is Yiddish with a Middle Eastern twang to it. You know?
Prevent any.
So no. Those Jewish people are not Semitic people.
Race mixed.
They're European.
Or those issues ever coming about, the all-white settlement was something that would solve that issue. But he isn't the only white supremacist who felt this way.
We'll tell you this as plainly as possible. I don't want to live around black people. I just don't.
That's good. I kind of don't want a little gay Mexican boy walking around fucking up everything, being racist for no reason.
It would be
I'm not bullshit.
If I had a wife and kids to live near black people. It just would be.
I wouldn't have my wife nor kids near any group of white people. As you can tell, the pedophilia cases have been, skyrocketing, always been skyrocketed, right? I don't trust being around that multitude or that many white folks, I can't let my kids go over there and spend a night, because, the dad for sure is going to touch my kid, man. It's just what it is in that community. That's just what it is, bro. You know that we Black people are the crime. White people are the crime against children and women and family side. That's about it. I know that they're going to be mad at that one.
Fuentes
My bad.
is
I'm not sorry.
another white supremacist who has went on record talking about his displeasure with the black community.
Right.
He is from the suburbs of Chicago.
Yep.
Chicago is a liberal democratic city. Obviously, Chicago is a sanctuary city, so it takes in a lot of illegal migrants, just as many white supremacists are. They're typically on the far right, not just Republican, but on the far right, like alt-right. And he said it here. He doesn't want to live around blacks, which would put him in the same ecosystem as somebody like Eric Orval, the first person that I mentioned. But there's a problem. Ever since February 28th, the United States has decided to go to war with Iran, or at least bomb them with Israel. And here's the fundamental problem that many whites on the far right are having. They don't have a problem with the country going to war,
but they don't want to go to war.
The country to go to war if it's for American issues. Now, many people believe, just as it was the last president, that Israel is controlling the White House.
Yeah.
That we move and jump whenever Israel says that
we move and jump. Yeah.
And Iran, or even bombing Iran, is not necessarily the best thing for us to be doing right now, because all we're doing is helping Israel, and we are not putting Americans first.
Right.
And this is in direct contradiction to what Donald Trump ran on as a policy, not going to war and putting America first. And it's becoming such a problem that Donald Trump is alienating some of his supporters.
Do you hate Trump more than Kamala Harris?
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's just a white traitor. I hate traitors first. He's selling out the
Hey, shout out Pootie P.
country to anybody.
Meaning?
He's going to
Nigga is essential to my childhood, bro. He's essential to my childhood, bro.
send Americans
For real.
to die for Israel. Let them fight their own war to steal the country.
Hold on, I'll run it back. I'm sorry, y'all.
Trump
My bad. I'll run it back for y'all.
Some of his supporters.
Do you hate Trump more than Kamala Harris?
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's just a white traitor. I hate traitors first. He's selling out the country to anybody.
Meaning?
He's going to send Americans to die for Israel. Let them fight their own war to steal
Based.
the country.
Now, again, let's get back to politics, because Nick Fuentes is a man that has historically hated the left. And you want to talk about a lot of the LGBTQ support, the support for Israel, which is typically really on both sides. Then we're really talking about Democratic supporters. And it's important to understand that 92% or higher of the African American community or Black American community are Democratic voters. So when you talk about some of the black cities that people on the right really discuss, the St. Louis's of the world, the New Orleans of the world, the Chicagos of the world, the Memphises of the world, the Little Rocks of the world, the Mobiles and Birminghams and Dallases of the world, LA's, Philadelphia's, are all Democratic cities. So when you want to talk about crime, they will always point to this. And so this is why people say they're far right or they're on the right, because Democrats don't really have Christian or family values and Republicans do. And this is the reason why they make fun of blacks being single moms and having single parents and single parent homes and all of this. But now Nick Fuentes is upset.
Do not vote in the midterms. And if you do, vote for Democrats. Fuck this. That is what the Republicans deliver.
Wait.
Yo. No way he said that shit out loud. You know what Nick Fuentes is saying? Hell done froze over. What?
Nick Fuentes is telling people to vote Democratic?
Woo!
Yeah, that's interesting.
I mean, the illusion of choice is booming after this. Not gonna lie. Y'all think that y'all changing the president is gonna change anything about this country? You must be literally insane, bro. You have to be. You can't tell me that you believe that you put in a different person in Congress or a different person as the president is going to change the chokehold that this other country have on us, bro. Not us, them, they, I would say, right? Because they ass got caught up in that shit doing, you know, all types of fucked up shit. Which is kind of strange because, you know, MAGA always like, oh, I want to do for my country and for the kids. And, you know, their leaders touching children. It's in those files. But they'll rather storm the Capitol over a fucking ballot. They'll storm the Capitol over losing their presidency. But they most definitely don't draw the line, you know, a little bit further back to where child abuse is the thing that the president does. You know, like they just stop. The line only stops at presidency. After that, yeah, we're not going over there. It don't matter. It's sick,
White
bro. It's sick.
supremacists who did not want to live around black people, who is telling his white audience that black people are so dangerous that you shouldn't live around them, is now telling his base, his follower base, vote Democrat. Do anything you can to get President Donald Trump out of office. Now, this is important because when we look at white supremacists and their ideologies, which cover a lot of territory, to be honest, but let's focus in on the idea about black people. Black people are unaccountable. Black people do not want to do anything to change their situation. Blacks need to pull up themselves by the bootstraps, and black people are their own problem.
Right.
Please stop blaming the white man. And of course, we can get into what some white supremacists say about IQ or lower IQ and the black ecosystem, but I will leave that for another day.
Mm-hmm.
But I never thought I would hear a day where a white supremacist would say, listen, the people that I don't want to live around, let's go ahead and just vote for the same community that they vote for.
Right.
Even though none of our policies, for the most part, as conservatives or those on the right, follow the framework of the Democratic Party. But guys, it actually gets worse.
Yo.
We have to put all the differences aside. We
We gotta put our differences aside now. 2 seconds ago it was just all black people's fault. Now we gotta put our differences aside and become friends. Now we gotta become the Rainbow Coalition once again, huh? After relentless thrashings against people of my diaspora, as you shall say so yourself. Let's set our differences aside. Let's set your crime aside. Let's set our pedophilia aside. And we can have a nice little coalition going on to where we have a nice community going on, as if we haven't been trying to separate ourselves from people like you this whole time, saying that you were the problem, saying that you were the issue. Now all of a sudden we need to be friends once again. Once again, for the first time, we've never been friends at all. Right? So it's always the black people's fault. They don't pull themselves up out of the bootstraps. Now we need to put our differences aside. Have you been? You starting to see that little mirror starting to get in front of your face, and you starting to realize you're not liking what you're seeing. You're not liking what's going on when you see yourself. Because you see yourself and then you realize that, wait, hold on. Maybe my perception of these individuals is something that I believe that other people have told me. Did I do the research for myself? If you did do the research, you would know that it's wrong with what most people say. The 1350, leaving out the thing is that 53% of that 50% is exonerated. So it's really more like 1325 with a whole another 25% of wrongful doing. You see what I'm saying? But now all of a sudden we got to put our differences aside. Now all of a sudden we have to be friends. Now all of a sudden we need to be cool. You just looking for a savior to save you. The same freedom fighters that fought for your people, believe it or fucking not, the people that fought for everybody in the name of freedom fighting and dying for it at young ages like Fred Hampton, right? People like that passing away at a very young age because they were detrimental to the society that we live in now. What a fucking coinkydink. And then we blame the same individuals that put their lives on the line for the rest of the people here and say, you know what, the descendants of these people have been born into a system that they don't even understand because their parents and their parents died at a very young age, wasn't able to give all of the gems, wasn't able to tell you how to financially navigate through this type of realm that we live in now, especially in the United States. We don't talk about that, right? But it's pull yourself up by the bootstraps because this is as equal as it has ever been for you guys specifically. Is it the same amount of degree of equal opportunities? Absolutely not. We already understand that. But y'all didn't understand that. Now y'all starting to realize that we was never the enemy in the first place. Y'all were the enemy, and y'all were causing tensions between different communities, and y'all are the ones that's fucking up now because y'all are the ones that's over everything. Not necessarily saying that you're over everything, but your ideology is running poor right now. And that's why you see people changing up their flow. That's why you see people changing up what they want to say. That's why you see Nick Fuentes talking about, oh, you should vote blue. 2 seconds ago, he was just sniffing Trump's asshole. Then he started getting a little, dicey with him after, the Israel thing. But the whole thing is that this has always been this way. It's just being shown differently. It's a little bit more rugged, a little bit more rough. And it's a lot more sensitive content. It's a lot more sensitive stuff that individuals got to, digest with the people that they thought were reliable individuals.
We have to put the differences aside, left and right, Republican, Democrat, Christian, Muslim, white, black, men, women.
Wow. This is very fucking, this has to be an act. This has to be in a movie. There's no way I just heard Nick Fuentes say that men and women should get along. Let alone black and white people, not alone Republicans and Democrats. What? The left and the right need to get together? Who the fuck is this guy? This nigga been preaching hate his whole life. Now all of a sudden this nigga want to be cool with everybody. Bro, this shit is insane.
We have to put all that aside.
What?
And stand against the occupation.
Shit, man, niggas been trying. Niggas been trying to tell, we occupied as fuck. But it didn't affect y'all in the moment, so y'all just let it ride out. Now it's affecting y'all, and now y'all want to take a change to it. Man, we should have tried to take a change to it when motherfuckers was just getting out of slavery and can't get themselves into financial freedom, a generational freedom, or generational success. And generational wealth. Why? Because people like you destroyed the communities that were prospering. Black communities that were, had a lot of prosperity within it, like Oscarville and the Black Tulsa Massacre and the city in Philadelphia that they also bombed. Come on, man. They're bombing civilians, bro. Now y'all want to take a different approach to life and want to be kumbaya fucking y'all? No, bro, this is stupid. This is dumb. Because this has been happening to us this whole time. This has been happening to us this whole time. We've been getting tortured this whole time. You get a little bit of torture. You get a little bit of disrespect from your government, and now all of a sudden you want to be cool with everybody when you was just saying that the government was doing such a good job killing us and putting us in jail at a very high rate. Putting people to life without any evidence. Death sentences without any evidence. This is something that happens to us since the beginning of time. Now we need to set our differences aside. When it's not benefiting you anymore, let's put our differences aside. Come on, bro. Y'all are fucking ridiculous.
So now
bro.
he's saying something that I think is very interesting. We got to put our differences aside. Democrats, Republicans, whites, or
Crazy.
blacks. But wait, isn't he the same guy that was saying this?
And that's not to say that every black person is violent. It's not to say that every black person is the same way. But we watch the news. We read the papers. When you drive downtown in Chicago, you know who you got to look out for and worry about when you're thinking about whether you're going to get carjacked, when you're worried about catching a stray bullet, when you're worried about who's going to pull up on the side of the road and literally shove a rifle in your face and steal your iPhone or shoot you point blank, execution style in Lincoln Park. We know who's doing it.
Woo! Now all of a sudden you want to stand together with the same people that you said that you don't want to live by,
Right.
but they're violent.
Yep.
And see, here is the play that everybody runs in the black community. We already know that the white liberals run it, but
Yeah.
now the white conservatives are trying to run the play too. And how do we know they're trying to
Run the play.
run the same play?
Our country is under a hostile occupation. That's what it is. Our government is occupied. Our government, our elites, all the institutions that control the country, the
Oh shit! Like niggas haven't been telling you this whole time. Oh fuck! Oh shit! You're finally realizing that we haven't been bullshitting this whole time. Oh, we didn't want to believe the black community because they're black, not because of the shit that they're saying. Fuck off, nigga. Y'all gotta fight this. Y'all have to fight this. White MAGA, y'all gotta fight for this. Niggas is out the game. Y'all let us get cooked beyond repair. We good. Whatever. Y'all got it. Y'all strong. Y'all gangsters when it comes to... Y'all got all of the AR-15s, the pistols, the generational wealth. Use that shit, man. Go ahead and start up your nice little community to go ahead and fight, you know, the government. Because obviously y'all did it before. Y'all can't do it again. Come on, man. Like it.
United States of America.
Don't be scared now. Y'all was real bold. Be bold.
America is an
America.
occupied nation. We are occupied by a hostile alien force, and they have so much control that they are able to send our sons and daughters
Into their inevitable death. Yes, bro. What you thought the black community was doing? You see how this all correlate to the black community, bro? We was the first group of people that dealt with all of this shit and still got shitted on the most. Thrown under the thrown under the bus the most. Disrespected the most. Or alienated the most. But now you want to be kumbaya? Now you want to be cool? Now we should get together and fight the government as a team? When you've been on team government this whole time, nigga, you do not get to choose this. You do not get to say what we should and shouldn't be doing.
bravest and best among us to kill
Yep.
and die
Yep.
for their
agenda.
So this plea says something important. He says here, our elites are sellouts. We are occupied by a foreign group. So let's really look at that because, again, black people are the problem, or at least part of the problem that whites face. Whites are being villainized by some of these blacks, and they are so dangerous, you would be a fool to live around them. But on the flip side, our elites are sellouts. We are occupied by a foreign group, and when he talks about a foreign group, indeed he means Israel. So at first, blacks are a problem, not the problem, obviously, right? The elites are the problem. Well, Nick Fuentes, what color are the elites again? They're white.
Woo!
What color is Donald Trump?
White.
These white.
Woo!
So basically, white people who fixed this country
Yep.
made all of the rules.
Did all of the good shit for everybody on the planet, even when it didn't do anything good for anybody. besides themselves. They're so strong. They're so America first, so pro us. We're still slaves. We don't have free healthcare, but they're funding it in a different country across the sea. But they love us still. Bro, this is how we've always seen it, bro.
Established slavery and then
Yep.
abolished slavery.
Yep.
Granted,
Yep.
they're the
Not
ones
really.
that control the world.
Right.
And you're mad at your own community for being sellouts.
Yeah.
But now, since you're occupied by this foreign non-white group, you're
Well, technically they are white. I don't know where O'Shea is getting his shit from. These individuals that are Jewish, they're from Europe. They're all from Europe. Benjamin Netanyahu, what is he from? Where is he from? He's not even from Israel. He's from Poland. He's a Polish man. So it's not a non-white. It's the most diabolical, dirtiest group of whites, I would say, personally. Right? As in terms of how they approach other people and how they view everybody else outside of themselves. That's like the sickest shit that you could ever think of, especially when it comes to the Talmud and the Talmudic thinking. That's what I call it. These individuals are sick, man. But it shows how sick and maniacal this whole diaspora of people could be. And this is something that's already known with slavery, what they do in wars with different people, the torture schemes, the technology to kill people. This is something that they all created as a group of people, as a diaspora. It just shows how sick that they are to each other, especially before, like, what you think was happening in the Caucasus Mountains before they realized that they could dominate and kill other groups of people that don't look like them. That's exactly what's going on now. That's what they're starting to see. Like, these people are still fucked up, man. These people are sick. As if they haven't been running experiments on everybody within the last few generations, last few decades. You see what I'm saying? It's just dumb. Because this is something that we already know.
looking for the rest of the country to put aside our differences to help you, the white man, who did all these other things, to help you against your own community,
right?
Because your own community has sold you out.
Yep.
So then, by that logic, you have no reason to be racist or prejudiced against black people at all,
right?
Because by your own logic, black people were never the problem in the first place. We've
never been a problem. Just thrown under the bus for no reason.
Never done anything to you. You've done it to yourself. Now you want black people to help you fix your own problems because you're not intellectual enough to fix it.
Right.
Damn.
But this one is shocking.
And I don't care what color you are.
What is he talking about? He cannot be serious. He's rage bait. He's rage bait. He's rage bait. He's rage bait.
What party you vote for? I don't care if you hate every other one of my views. I am a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe we are all created by God.
Bro, what the fuck is going on?
Of our civilization is selfless love.
This has to be satire, bro. This has to be satire.
To unite.
This has to be satire, bro. This cannot be real. Am I really hearing this coming from this nigga? There's no way.
Everyone.
He's pranking. He's pranking. He's pranking.
Of us to unite.
Don't believe him, y'all. Don't believe him, bro. I know a prankster when I see one, man. You're a prankster, Nick. You're funny.
Hostile force. If you are with me against this unnecessary bloodshed.
Oh shit! It's unnecessarily blood. It's unnecessary bloodshed when it's your people, huh? But when it's our people, it's just how the ball rolls. It's just how things go, right? Now it's your diaspora up under that motherfucking boot. It's a little scary, ain't it?
I don't care about your color. I am a Christian, and if you don't like my work, it's okay. But it's all about selfless love. Oh, okay. Well, when you were talking about not living around blacks and, being away from them and going on the fresh and fit and using the N-word, was it all about selfless love then? So now, because you need blacks and the other groups to help you with this problem, now we should come together, only for us to come apart again once you feel like it and show your true prejudice. See, a guy like Nick Fuentes is no different than some of these immigrants over here who have their own agenda. And of course, when it benefits them, they'll work with you, because obviously they'll say, hey, listen, the white man has his foot on our neck. In this case, it's not the white man, it's the quote unquote Jewish man that has the occupation, and we need to come together. The moment you come together with people who hate you, once they get what they want, they revert back to the status quo. Which is hating you, blaming you for all of your problems, blaming you for all of America's problems, and telling their people to get far away from you. But the reality is that your people can't stop messing things up with one another. Even the white supremacists are fighting. Even Nick Fuentes is saying that white supremacist behavior is stupid. I won't play the clips today because it's already been a long time. And so really, when we look at white supremacy or hatred for other groups, it really has no bearing. And so now the white supremacists can't stand the decision of the white supremacists, and the white supremacists are selling out the white supremacists because the conservatives, who usually most people would think are anti-black, and I really do believe that the majority of all the politicians are anti-black.
Yeah.
Now you want blacks to come in and play kumbaya. Black people must get the hint. The only chance that we have is with each other. That's our only leverage play. People will momentarily use us to get what they want, and then once they get what they want, they're going to go back to their community. And their community is always going to stand up for separation from me. So if it's going to be separation anyway, then don't engage me. How about we not talk at all? How about you keep that same energy? Because again, you guys are still going to make that mistake anyway.
Yeah.
You've already made it.
We made that mistake when the Rainbow Coalition was a thing. You get set free by the people that were never oppressing you against the people that were oppressing you, and then you turn around and subscribe to the same people that were oppressing you in the first place. You hate the same group of people that don't have anything to do with you being in a position that you are, being sacrificed at the clip that you're being sacrificed at. That's all just based on your own perception of how you see things. But not only that, subscribing to the same thing that's not even pro you. You subscribing to white supremacy when you could just be loved by everybody. White solidarity is the same thing that destroys every other country, every other nation. And it's just pure hate for every other group that's not itself.
You're already complaining about it. Blacks didn't have anything to do with it. By default, we can't really help you. And the reason why we can't help you is because you keep making bad decisions by your own logic, your elites or wherever else. So we really have no reason to engage you at all. So stop asking black people about it.
Yeah.
So guys, what do you?
Leave us alone. Y'all made this bed. You gotta lay in it, man. We're not helping you out of this bed, bro. We're not. We already helped you once. We're not helping you again.
I think it's your boy O'Shea Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Producer for all you just heard the bell. We're out.
Yes, sir. Shout out to O'Shea, man. He's really the freaking GOAT, bro. Anyways, man, I appreciate you guys for watching. The Scoot Reacts for the reactions. And we're out.